This is the Texas State School for the Mentally Disabled in Corpus Christi, Texas. A place where residents feared what would happen when senior supervisors went home and the night shift came on duty. Then it was time for what was called the Fight Club. Residents would be rousted from their beds by the night shift workers who controlled their lives and forced to fight one another. Here, one resident nearly smothers another. The staff recorded the events for their apparent amusement as they called out the blow-by-blow like ring announcers. Declaring the winner, staff members can be heard laughing, prodding the residents to fight, according to Bob Hilliard, the attorney for one of the former Fight Club victims.
Not only are they prodding them to fight, when they run away, it's like a pack of wolves chasing, the weak and the helpless.
The pack chased one troubled, confused resident through the halls to get him to fight, showing no mercy.
And he gets to a point to where his fear causes him to just start moaning at the top of his lungs. You can hear him clearly say, "I'll behave," as if he's pleading for some way to get out of this net they have him in. And then the same staff members start to comfort him. He is so mentally disabled that he accepts their comfort without understanding they're the ones that got him to that level of fear to where he cannot do anything but moan. He's past tears, he's past crying. He just does not understand why this is happening.
Residents were told they would be sent to prison or be beaten if they did not fight.
They take me to in the restroom and they be like, "Fight this dude while he's in the shower." I was like, "No," I said, "I'm not." You know what I mean?
And when you say no to them, what would be their response?
They just punched me in my mouth for no reason.
Former resident, 21-year-old Armando Hernandez, says he was warned not to tell anyone about the Fight Club, even his mother. Snitches get stitches, he was told. He and his mother are now suing the state.
I felt sad because I just started crying every night after I go back to sleep. I'd be like, "What am I doing? Why am I doing this to them?"
He's big, husky. But up here, Armando is only 12, 14. He's scared just like a child would be scared.
The Fight Club came to an end only because one of the staff lost his phone 2 months ago, and it was turned into police, who then discovered the videos. The state fired all 6 night shift employees, and 5 were indicted last week on charges of causing injury to a disabled person. A 6th was charged with failure to report the crime. Police said the ringleader was 30-year-old Tim Dixon, the night shift supervisor.
No, once the doors locked at night, these guys had the run of the place. They had the keys to the kingdom.
The videos show many of the residents being bloodied and bruised, but apparently no one on the day shift noticed.
When you look at the tapes, you'll see that there is no fear that any of these folks have that they're going to get caught or that they're doing anything wrong. They have a complete run of the school. It is at night like Lord of the Flies.
Texas Governor Rick Perry says he is outraged.
I think the state's taken the appropriate steps, and those that were involved in this are going to be prosecuted to the limit of our ability.
But the governor and the state have been on notice about problems at Corpus Christi and the 12 other state facilities for the mentally disabled since budgets were cut some 5 years ago. A federal civil rights investigation released this December found a pervasive pattern of abuse, with some 800 employees suspended or fired for abusing residents since 2004. And that was before the discovery of the Fight Club videos in Corpus Christi.
I think what you're starting to see now are the negative effects of those decisions that were made in not fully funding these programs.
What is he doing? What is that computer
Leaders
doing?
of the mental health community say the shocking videos are not a complete surprise.
You know, man.
The Texas state facilities for the mentally disabled have a poor reputation among professionals who believe the Texas system is fundamentally flawed because it still relies on large institutional settings like the school in Corpus Christi.
They're right out of the 19th century, despite the fact that they have been modernized, despite the fact that there may be more staff to deal with them than previously. They simply don't work.
No official at the Corpus Christi school or at its headquarters in Austin would agree to talk with ABC News. In a statement, the department said it had no idea about the Fight Club until the video surfaced, and it said it had taken action to stop this kind of abuse from happening again.
It's a place past fear. It's a place where, you know, they have almost accepted that the school that they're locked into could very well end up being a coffin for them. I mean, they really get to a point where they believe that they may not survive, and it's in their face.
The Texas legislature is now considering an emergency bill aimed at making state facilities much safer. So in the end, the powerful videos may help advocates who push for better treatment for the mentally disabled and provoke a nationwide debate about how to best care for society's most vulnerable.